Welcome back to
Tucker Talk.
I forgot to say, hey family. Let's try it again.
We do this. Is this our moniker now? Is this what we do before every show? We go through
If
this
you
about
can't
3-4
get it
times.
right.
That was you, because you forgot to say it.
Okay. Hey family, and welcome back to
Tucker Talk.
What was what?
It's been a while since we've seen y'all. We apologize for taking so long. You know, we can't have subscribers and not be delivering the product on a weekly basis at least. And yes, that is Camden in the background. And he's going to be interrupting us throughout this, and we're probably not going to be able to finish it because he loves us. There you go.
It's bath time at this time, but we just wanted to come back because we know that we have people who are waiting for our videos and waiting for us to upload. So what are we gonna talk about real quick?
Gender roles.
Gender roles. All right. You want to start?
We're doing the whole thing? Oh, I thought we was gonna let them. Okay. All right. So gender roles is a touchy subject, but I think we've adapted very well, and we were fortunate that our mindsets kind of aligned coming into this relationship. Gender roles are very important. We were discussing it earlier. Men are running to women who have been independent for so long that they do a lot of things that typically a man would do. And in doing so, their body and mind becomes accustomed to doing those things. So when they enter a relationship with a significant other, a lot of times men have to step back sometimes and look and say, hey, look, traditionally, not traditionally, but, I would do some of these things. Some men, they kind of get conflicted with the independence of a woman and, doing those things. We had a conversation earlier about a gentleman who... Can I tell my story? Okay. It's your story.
It's my story. So I was at work after school doing a game. And there was a door. The door was, I guess, jammed. So I'm trying to open the door. There is a sheriff standing on the other side of the hall.
Wait a second.
And he yells to me.
Wait a second.
Push.
Wait a second.
Push. And so I stopped. And I said, excuse me. I said, are you really telling me to push? And this is the sheriff in our county. I said, are you really telling me to push? I said, I'm a lady. And so it shocked everyone. Because I'm like, I'm holding you to who you're supposed to be. And so he said, well, I didn't know if you wanted me to. A lot of women independent. I said, me being an independent woman has nothing to do with you being a gentleman. And so we should have precursor our episode today. We are a traditional couple. We're not talking about
she don't
couples.
Work and she stay in the kitchen cooking.
No. We're not talking about that. And we're not talking about couples who are in a partnership. Partnership meaning like 50-50. We're not one of those type of couples. So if this not your thing, this may not be the video or the time to watch. Okay. We are not. I try to be everything that my husband is not, and we meet in that realm. We meet half. We meet. What am I trying to say? In the middle. We meet in the middle. But there's no way I'm trying to be the man in this relationship. I'm not a man. I've never been a man, and I don't need him trying to be the woman in this relationship. Okay, and I didn't marry a woman. That I want a masculine man. So we're talking about gender roles in that sense. And how, a lot of women are so used to, and I've had the same problem, so used to being independent and on my own doing things. We try to really handle our marriage in a traditional sense. We are instilling traditional values in our children, and it's not, like I said, if you in a relationship with your partner and y'all are in a partnership 50-50, I'm gonna get outside and cut the grass. That's not what I'm about. I'm not cutting the grass. I can cut it if I need to, but I'm not gonna cut the grass. And there's certain things that I'm not gonna allow my husband to do because I feel like those are things that I'm supposed to.
I'm upset when she takes out the trash. I don't like for her to take out the trash. And naturally, for this little one over here, it kind of sets the example without even intending to do so. He won't let his mom take her dirty clothes to the laundry room. He will insist on helping. He'll insist on taking bags from the cars, from groceries. He's 2, and that's not something that I necessarily taught him. It's just something that he saw. He saw it and kind of adapted that behavior. Those are the traditional things that we're talking about. Just as she mentioned, the grass and things like that. So by that, it would just mean fulfilling the masculine and the feminine roles in the home is what we're talking about when we say traditional gender roles. And it's come to work very well for us. It allows us to kind of maneuver each day in harmony. We understand what our roles are. We understand what we expect of each other, and at the same time, we're teaching our children those same values, so that Camden grows up and he does the same thing. Now, going back to her story about the sheriff, that was an example of what I was saying, where a lot of times men run into the assumption role of, oh, that's an independent woman, I'm gonna let her do her thing. I've been in places before where a woman has tried to hold the door open for me, and I just can't bring myself to walk through that door while she's, even if my hands are full, like, I'm gonna find a way to hold that door. I'm not going through the door before another woman. That's just me. I'm not trying to spit game, nothing like that. I just don't want to get caught on camera doing that.
I think the importance of this, and I know this is a touchy subject, but ladies, we can't expect men to be the men that we want if we are not operating in our own femininity, or being being masculine. And a lot of us have had to carry that role for so long that we don't really know how to, okay, I don't need to worry about this. I don't need to operate like this. I don't need to handle myself. I get more from my husband when I'm in my feminine state. My husband is more apt to want to do those things for me when he feels like he is needed in that state, right?
Correct.
I mean, did I do that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And so, a woman is not supposed to be, but most men that I've come in contact with, and again, some men want a woman that's gonna be like, but most men I've come in contact with, most men I have come in contact with, they want you to be soft. They want you to, be, what I'm saying? That's soft energy. And I'm only saying this because it was hard for me to learn, because I had been alone for so long, and I had to take care of business for so long by myself. I had to really look at some other people and model other people. I mean, find somebody that you look at as being ultra feminine, and you really get things accomplished more from your husband. You get more things out of him. So, you got anything to add? What does it do for the family, though? Do you think it adds anything to the family?
Adds to the family?
Yeah, or the relationship. Me being, have you dated women who are, they gonna take care, they want to be the man in a relationship? You ain't never dated a woman like that?
No.
Never?
No.
Okay, whatever. So.
Well, you know somebody I don't?
I don't. I just. Okay, let me. I'm not going to say dated. Have you ever come in contact with a woman and you like?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's. I mean, dating and coming in contact is two different things.
Okay, and so and you might have found her attractive at the beginning, and then you get that.
But that immediately, that takes that attractiveness.
We got to give advice at the end of each one of our episodes. So, ladies, my advice is to, if you know that you are used to being,
you don't have to,
because that's what we'd be like, But if you know that's something that you need to work on in your relationship, find somebody that you look up to their relationship and learn how to operate in the feminine. Be feminine. Be who you're supposed to be. And don't come on this channel saying we don't have to be that way. Duh. I'm talking about the people who want to operate in the feminine. Why is your face balled up?
Because I got something on my mind. I just want to say it before I forget it.
Go ahead.
So the other thing you mentioned before is like it's important that we're not saying that's how all people should be. I think if somebody's comfortable in that role, maybe that's not the person for you. All right. So find the person that is for you. Find the person that you're compatible with.
Right.
Just because you're not compatible with someone doesn't make that person wrong.
Right.
It just means that person is not for you.
Right. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
And thank you for coming to Tucker Talk. Bye, y'all.